Hello, good morning. How are you? Yes, no, we all are going back to our school, our real classroom. And you? Are you happy there in your school or in your classroom? Yes, we all are happy because we can see our friends, our teachers, our classroom, and our background. Okay, now in this class, we are going to hear about abbreviations. Do you know what is abbreviation? Yes, it is a short form. A short form of a sentence, of a word, it is or a phrase, it is. Now, what about acronym? Yes, it is a type of abbreviation. And now, what about initialism? Did you hear the word initialism? No. It is a type of abbreviation also. Now, let us examine deeply what the abbreviation is and the various type of abbreviations. Okay, let us start. Abbreviations. It is a short form of a word or a phrase in any method. It is a shortened or contracted form of a word or phrase used to represent the whole. We can use a, some letters or some part of the word to use the whole part of the word or the whole part of the phrase. It is a shortened version of a word or a phrase. It may be consist of a group of letters or some letters in the word, etc. The abbreviations may be consist of initial letters in a phrase or a mixture of initial letters and other letters, etc. Now, in the word August, we use AUG is the abbreviation. In the word doctor, we use the first letter D and the last letter R. DR is the abbreviation of doctor, the word doctor. And Mr. MR, it is the abbreviation, it is the short form of the Mr. Now let us see the examples. Junior, the first capital letter J and the last letter R, we use JR, junior. And let us see more examples. US, United States. North, we use N as the abbreviation. Colonel, COL is used. And versus VS is used as abbreviation. And centimeter we use cm, kilometer we use km. It may be the first letter or last letter or any letters or a group of letters in a word or in a phrase. We can use the abbreviation. Now, these are the common abbreviations. Let us see the examples. Apartment, APT, North N, Captain, CAPT, General, GEN, Saint, ST, we use commonly use Saint, ST, Senior, SR, and the measurements, kilogram, KG, K is the first letter of the word and G is the middle letter, and oleum, VOL, our HOU are the first letter and the last letter. So these are the common abbreviations. Now, what about acronym? Acronym. An acronym is a kind of abbreviation. It is also an abbreviation or a short form. It is a word formed by taking letters from a phrase that is too long to use comfortably. it is usage of the we know the usage of the abbreviations to shorten the longest phrase of words. The abbreviation, now let us see the example. LASER, LASER. It is an acronym of the phrase light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. It is something long phrase, and we use the first letters of this phrase, of the first letters of the word L A S E R. LASER. It is a type of abbreviation now we call acronym. An acronym is a pronounceable word formed from the first letter of each word in a phrase or title. What is the difference in it in the acronym? It is a pronounceable word. The newly combined letters create a new word that becomes a part of everyday language. Let us see the example. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. We use the first letters AIDS and we can pronounce it AIDS. Now it is a part of our language, our English language. Let us see the second example. National Aeronautical and Space Administration. You can use the first letters NASA and pronounce it as a new word NASA. This is an acronym. Now we already have seen the laser, light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. The newly pronounceable word form is laser, LASER. This is an acronym. It is an abbreviation. Scuba, self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. We use the word, the first letters of the word made acronym or abbreviation, and this abbreviation made a new word that is acronym. Scuba, SCUBA, scuba. Now let us see the last example. CAPTCHA, completely automated public Turing test to tell computers and humans apart. We use it in our online modes. This is the word, newly formed word is CAPTCHA. It is a pronounceable word. Did you catch it at this acronym? Now we are going to initialism. We have already seen that the abbreviations made from the first letters of the word, we use it in acronym. But in acronym, it is formed a pronounceable word. But in initialism are type of abbreviations that formed by the first letters of each word in a phrase. They usually pronounce it by saying each letter separately. Now, automated teller machine. We can use the first letters of each word and the initialism ATM. But we don't pronounce it as a new word. ATM, atom. No, this is ATM. It is pronounced separately. This is initialism. In this example, FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, we use the first letters of FBI. We can pronounce it only separately FBI. This is initialism, and in acronym, even we select the first letter of the word, we can use it in a pronounceable word form, or we can make it a new word. Example, laser, AIDS, etc. Now I hope you understand. The abbreviation is the short form of something, as a word or a phrase. It is an umbrella term. Acronyms and initialism is various forms of abbreviations. Acronyms formed a new word, a pronounceable word. Initialism did not pronounce in new words. For example, for UN, United Nations, one of the agencies is WHO. It is an acronym, World Health Organization. We can pronounce it as a new word, WHO. WHO. It is an acronym. This abbreviation is an acronym, WHO. The UNHCR is another agency under the United Nations, but this word is under the initialism. Why? Because we cannot use it as a new word or a pronounceable word. UNHCR, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. We cannot pronounce it. We can pronounce the first letters of word separately. It is not an acronym, but it is only an initialism. I hope all you understood the abbreviations and the various type of abbreviations, the acronym and initialism. Okay, thank you.